Hey guys, how are you? My name's Demas Leapies, and this is my Advanced Views assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and run the project. I'll move this simulator over here. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick run through of the actual emulator, and then I'll jump into the code. So in portrait mode we have a spinner view with the different states, in this case Florida, Alabama, and Kentucky. And then whenever you select a state, the detail view updates. When you turn the device in a landscape mode, you get a list view, and whatever state you select, the information updates there. The name of the state, the abbreviation, and the year was incorporated into the nation, which I don't really know if this is accurate or not. But you switch back, Florida selected, select another state. Pretty straightforward. So I'll go ahead and jump into the code here, and I'll start off with my states object. I have three strings: the state name, the abbreviation, and the year added. I have my setter methods, or I'm sorry, my getter methods. I have a string here that I had to override my toString to return the state name because I was originally getting just a package name in the spinner instead of the actual state name. Okay, so that's my object, pretty straightforward. I have two orientations here, one landscape, one XML file for portrait as well. They're both using the same text views, so I could recycle them. In my main activity class, I'll start from the top. I create a spinner object, create a list view, create an array list of states objects, and then I have a reference here to the name text view, the abbreviation text view, and the year added text view. On my onCreate method, I set my state list array to my populate list method, which adds the state objects to the array. Again, Florida, Alabama, and Kentucky. At the same time, I check the orientation, and where that takes me is a method called checkOrientation that basically checks if it's portrait, and it loads the portrait, or else it loads the landscape. When you load the portrait, it takes you to a load portrait method, which is right here. It sets the content view to the main activity, XML. It finds the spinner, creates an array adapter of states objects, and then I add a spinner listener method to that, and what that is spinner listener method right here. It just basically listens to the item selected in the spinner item and calls this populate detail on position. Populate detail has three strings that eventually get passed into populate text views. So if you here see string data, abbreviation data, and year data, they're set to state name data, abbreviation data, year data. So these two methods coincide with one another. Trickiest thing about this application was getting the landscape mode to update the text in the detail view. That took me about a few minutes, but eventually I got that figured out. And that is all. Till next week.